I didn't come all this way just to throw some artificial flavoring and some sugar and call it Malibu. I haven't had Malibu in a very long time. And probably last time I had it, it was with a Coca-Cola.
Caribbean rum with coconut liqueur.
On the back it says to enjoy Malibu straight and chilled or with your favorite mixer. So I threw this in the freezer for about 2 minutes.
Is it from Canada? Is Malibu from
Produced in Canada.
What? I had no idea.
What? I'm gonna give this a little taste. Legs. It's got legs. Some legs. Wow. It smells like summertime. Definitely getting some tanning oil. And it's clear. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to do that, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to taste it. Sugar. Coconut tanning oil. Hot booze. That's it. Those are the notes. I feel like I could probably replicate this pretty easily. I'm going to think on it for a second, and then I'm going to come back with some supplies. Okay, we're back. I just found this on Google. It says 8 things you should know about Malibu coconut rum. Malibu is distilled in Barbados. Probably.
That's cryptic.
Malibu has a little bit of English in it.
What does that mean?
Malibu rum is molasses-based. How much alcohol is in Malibu? This is important because we probably want to get kind of close on our version. The coconut-flavored Malibu original flagship, 21% ABV, making it a liqueur, not a rum. Have we been lied to? It says, oh yeah, Caribbean rum with coconut liqueur. Okay. I don't know where I'm going. This is a journey that you are on with me. Very like tanning lotion, sort of artificial flavor. I think like that's just synonymous with Malibu. Very like white sugar forward. So I don't think using any other sugar other than like white sugar is the route. So I'm gonna use white sugar. The mouth feels like, in my head I remember Malibu being very syrupy, but it's not. I mean, it is. So my first instinct is to just throw some simple syrup with some rum and a little bit of coconut extract. I have not tried this yet. This is coconut extract. In fact, it says with other natural flavors. So maybe one of those natural flavors is tanning lotion. Oh. Whoa. Okay. It's pretty intense. Oh. I didn't put it together that it would taste like that, probably. Oh.
I was going to
I've
stop you. I've
blown out my palate. Like, shut it down. I cannot work today. It's indescribable. It was an experience. It wasn't like a taste. My tongue sort of seized up. Maybe I should put this in a little, I'll make a little simple syrup really quick. I'll come back, I'll taste it. That seems like that was probably a better idea. Coconut extract, simple syrup. Just 1-to-1 by volume. And I'm gonna start with 1/8 of a teaspoon, cause like, fool me once. Woo! It's a patented technique. Feel free to borrow it.
The swizzle.
I think it could take another 1/8 of a teaspoon, but like, maybe I just like simple syrup. All right, I'm doing it. I can handle it. So I did 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of water, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of this extract. Okay, my favorite snow cone in the whole wide world is pina colada, and this sort of is going in that direction. Okay, you wanna taste it?
Oh my God. It tastes like fucking Malibu already. I mean, add rum to it, and that's pretty much it.
We're done here. Should I add more?
It's like shocking.
A light rum. Keep it simple. What if I do like a 50-50 kind of just by volume off the bat and see where we're at?
That's 40% by volume, right?
Yeah.
So that's about right.
Okay, I'm gonna do 1 ounce of Lebooze. Okay, a little more.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I mean, it's got legs.
No.
I mean, I'm so annoyed that it was just this easy. I haven't seen this on the internet anywhere.
No one's been brave enough to be this trashy.
I think we've got the booze part, the hot booze, nailed. Maybe we did it too well. So I might need to put out a little bit more syrup. Definitely sugar forward, but not enough. You know what though? This tastes better than this.
Let me taste it. Yeah, it tastes like good rum with fucking shitty extract in it. It's not bad. It tastes pretty good. They taste really similar. There's more of like a citric acid kind of vibe going on here. Maybe that one has more mouthfeel.
Okay, hear me out. If you wanted to do this and be done with it, make your own Malibu, do this, okay? But what if we want more? Here's my thought process. I'm not just trying to like milk clarify everything, okay? That's not me, okay? I don't like it. But when it's necessary, it's necessary. And I think in this case, because I feel that this has a different mouthfeel, and I also feel that in comparison to this, it's slightly more acidic now, like that citric acid kind of thing. And what do you need to curdle milk to milk clarify? Acid. We're so close, like I can literally taste it.
It might be interesting to try it with Ray and Nephew, because once you clarify Ray and Nephew, it might be like more mild.
Ooh. Yeah, and because it's like higher proof, I feel like it's okay to run it through all these different processes. What if we also crack open this coconut? Oh, I don't actually think it was supposed to do that. No. It's important to keep a claw-like grip.
Just go for it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Change of plans. I'm using this. I'm gonna do 75 grams because it's easy. No, I'm gonna double my weight. What?
A piece of the thing fell in there.
Gotcha.
Got him.
More? I kind of want more. So 300 mils to 75 coconut. Shit. Oh my god, I love when that happens. So I did 75 grams of this. It says sweetened, but it wasn't very sweet, this coconut. And then 300 grams of Ray and Nephew. I've got it going. I'm gonna let this sit for a few days. I'll check on it, and then I'll see you when I see you. I'm gonna go get the rum. It's layered. First thoughts upon viewing. I thought it would be cloudier. I thought it would be like more white.
There's some particulates.
Let me just taste a little off the top. Ray and Nephew. Whew.
Holy shit.
It is hot. It is hot booze, and that was one of the tasting notes, if you recall.
Hot booze.
Coconut, a little bit. It doesn't have a lot of like body. It doesn't have a lot of coconutiness. We're gonna take it all the way. We're going to milk clarify and see what happens. Ooh. So I'm just straining this off, taking out the bigger chunks. That'll help our milk clarification go a little faster. Try to get everything out of there.
350.
Okay, so our yield was pretty close to what went in, which is great. But you can already see, Jazzy, get in there. Did you see the little particulates? So even just fine straining it didn't get everything. So when we milk clarify, hopefully all of those little floaty bits will be gone. Quick, no waste wagon tip. You can dehydrate these, give them a little toast. So now we have our infused booze. I'm gonna go in with a little over 60 mils of coconut milk. Also, this is my favorite brand of coconut milk. Let the record reflect. It's liquor into milk, not milk into liquor.
Yeah.
Just very quickly, I just want to say that I know that I messed up, okay? I know that liquor goes in milk when you're milk clarifying. If you don't know that, now I'm telling you. So I messed up, and that's okay. It's already kind of curdling up a bit. I don't know that I'll need to add acid. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to do that. So what's going to happen now? I'm going to let this sit for an hour, and hopefully it should separate itself out. I guess I'll see you in 1 hour. I've been busy during this 1 hour making banana stuff because we recently acquired a 40-pound box of bananas.
Exhibit A.
You know, honestly, it didn't really separate the way that I wanted. Kind of worried it's going to be a little cloudy, but okay. I got my fine strainer here, some cheesecloth, and I'm just going to slowly stream my milky booze into this contraption. Just go for it, right? Okay. We are running this through the cheesecloth. The cheesecloth is going to catch all of those coconut milk curds, and it's going to form a little bed. Okay, so just like let this drain all the way. It's going to form a little bed, and that bed of curd is going to be what filters out our booze. You know that you're ready when there's not like a steady dripping anymore. So if it's still got like, you know, a second between drips, then just let it sit a little bit longer, but it's kind of taking a minute to drip. So that means that we have established a nice little bed of curd, a filter of curd, if you will. Okay. I'm going to pour this back in, like, so slowly, hopefully, and just, hopefully it's clear. Kind of hard to stream it in. Disaster. Oh my God, I was really hoping that it would just be clear.
Still cloudy.
I guess I know what I'm going to be doing for the next, like, I don't know, 18 hours. This is stupid. So yeah, I'll just keep pouring it back through until it's clear. And if it doesn't run clear, then scrap this video. Scrap it. It's been a journey. We ran the rum through like 4 or 5 times probably. It took a long time. I don't know if it's even worth it, but we're gonna find out. So where do we go from here? Malibu is 21% alcohol by volume. We're doing 25. That is because the math was really hard for me, and that's the best that I can do. Best I can do is 25. Briefly going over the math, this is 240 milliliters of booze. So then we had to take 240 times that times 63, our ethanol count. Syrup and liquid and water, 135 milliliters. And 89 milliliters was just in here, and then we did, so times 2, but not actually times 2, because we had to minus 89. That's how we figured out that we need to add 360 milliliters of syrup to this coconut booze to get 25% alcohol. The syrup, very quickly. The syrup is 1-to-1 by volume, okay, simple syrup. And then I added half of a teaspoon of coconut extract, which if you'll remember, is a little bit like suntan lotion. My coconut simple, So I'm hoping that this has a little bit better body because of the clarification. Oh yeah, you can see it's like syrupy. Can you see? Thick.
We really didn't save any on the side or anything, just in case.
Oh my God, I didn't even try the... This is going downhill so quickly.
This whole thing is falling apart.
I didn't set any of the coconut washed rum aside to taste it. I was gonna taste it. I hadn't tasted it at all.
I tasted it.
What did it taste like? So I'm going to pour a couple little taste testers. Man, I really hope this works. Okay. Right out of the gate. I feel as though, obviously the color, this one is much more clear than this. That's okay.
Not much more, but...
I mean, maybe this one just has more bubbles in it than this. But also this one, the homemade, is thicker. Yeah. Whew. Okay. Strong, but funky. It's not just like hot booze. It's like funky hot booze. There's a lot going on. There's more going on. It's not just like sugar, coconut booze. That Ray and Nephew, that Jamaican rum really brought something to the table. And good mouthfeel. I would say. I don't like to say that very often, but I will say it with this. Good mouthfeel. This is just regular old run-of-the-mill, nothing special Malibu. Okay. This tastes like way more artificially coconut. More so than this one. Equal sweetness. This one's a little bit more acidic, weirdly. Whereas this has more of a pure coconut flavor. I'm not really sure how that happened. Probably the McCormick's. But this just has so much more going on, and that is like purely because of the rum, I think. So if you get a nice kind of funky rum or something that has like good flavor, I would say that it's gonna come through in the final product, and that's not a bad thing. You wanna try this, Jazz?
Yeah. Yeah, this one's better. This one.
Jazz told me that I wasn't being very enthusiastic about how much better this one is than this, and like I just want to say that it is. I didn't want it to seem like I was being disingenuous or like Rachel Ray where she's like, yumma. One of the requirements that I set upon myself, which I may have not said aloud to anyone, was that this Malibu, if it was going to be a 1-to-1 Malibu replacement, it had to Coke. In other words, it had to Malibu and Coke. It needs to go with Coke very well. So we're doing 1 ounce of this homemade Malibu. Okay. Glug, glug. Can I tell the story about the first time I had Malibu? The first time I had Malibu, it's something interesting to remember. I'm sorry, but that's good. I love it. I love Malibu and Coke. There, I said it. Can it Coke? Yes. And it's better. I know this sounds uninspired, but it's very inspired. I decided to make a Malibu margarita. Do you guys remember the little coconut pieces that we strained off? And I said something about you could dehydrate these and toast them.
You can dehydrate these, give them a little toast.
Well, I did that.
All grown up.
I did that, and you know what? Guess what? They're delicious. So I was like, why don't we incorporate that into our Malibu margarita? Also, I had some orgeat lying around, some toasted orgeat. So I was like, toasted coconut, toasted orgeat.
If you want the orgeat recipe.
Oh yeah, it's somewhere in the ether. You can find it at verygooddrinks.co/orgeat. I don't have a lime to rim this with, so I was just going to use a little bit of Malibu. Which is like kind of one of the more silly things that I've done recently, but this is like totally fine and normal. You know what? Not every good idea. I'm going to do a split base, of 1 ounce Malibu, 1 ounce of tequila. I'm gonna do a 1/4 ounce of orgeat, toasted orgeat. This is super juice, BT dubs. I'm just gonna, for good luck. Okie dokie. Forgot my tools. Oh, should I taste this first?
Straight from the tin, just like we used to do at the bar.
Chef snack. I'm doing another quick. I mean, come on. As you can see, there is a layer of froth. That's from the milk clarification.
You raising the roof?
So sorry about that. I don't know what came over me. It's not like overly coconutty. It's very much a margarita with coconut undertones, kind of nutty undertones. And that would be probably from the orgeat. That coconut's good. I'm gonna put that on ice cream.
Dang. Luscious mouthfeel.
In conclusion, should I think that you should put your... Hold on.
What?
In conclusion, do I think that you should put yourself through the torture that I have put myself through? Potentially. If you don't want to go through all of that, just get some of that coconut extract. Put that in some simple syrup and some rum. Call it a day. Or just do whatever you want. Bye, Malibu. This is the judge-free zone. I really hope that you enjoyed our time together, and I can't wait to do it again, because I will, undoubtedly, put us all through this again.